What is up, guys? Today I'm going to show you how I make pretty much my favorite recipe at this moment, my protein wraps or tortillas, whatever you want to call them. I've been, no kidding, pretty much eating this daily, probably multiple times a day for the past 3 months or so, and still not tired of them. That is because, yeah, I do not prepare them the same every time. I use quite some variety, and I'm going to show you how to do that yourself, and it honestly takes no more than 5 minutes, given that you have all the ingredients and done a little bit of prep work, which is pretty much only in terms of the meat. So I have some grass-fed ground beef here. That's pretty much all you got to do, is the rest. But yeah, you just got to have some pre-cooked chicken, ground beef. Actually, I've done them with fish as well at hand, whether you buy it or obviously it's better if you prepare that at home. And I'm actually going to create a video on how to meal prep and make pretty much like the most out of your time. Going to drop that within the next few days, or yeah, hopefully not weeks, but then I'm going to link to that video in the description here. And so for now, let's see, these are pretty much my staple, like La Tortilla Factory gluten-free tortillas. They are made with cassava flour, no vegetable oils. Pretty much my favorite. I've just recently found those gluten-free tortillas with quinoa flour from Trader Joe's. They have tapioca flour as well, which is, I think tapioca and cassava is pretty much the same, if I'm not mistaken. These, I like them better. They taste a little better, but they're not quite as stable, so I always wrap them because otherwise they fall apart easily. Those are much more, yeah, the texture is different. They are much more stable, if that's the right word, but they taste a little differently. Anyways, these are closed, those are open, so I'm going to use that one. Oops. And they both have, I think, pretty much 120 calories per wrap and very similar macros. So use that. I actually warm up the meat for like 30 seconds. All right, the meat is kind of warm. So what are the ingredients that you need? As obviously you need the wraps, you need some meat. Then here I have a coleslaw mix. I use this one, and I use a salad mix that I'm out of right now. Go back and forth in between these. I actually prefer the salad mix, but that otherwise you can obviously also, I've done them with broccoli, or we have some, not a lot, a sad amount of bell peppers in here, which you could use. But that, avocado, coconut aminos, and salt, nutritional yeast. Those are the staples. And then if you are fancy, you can throw in some rice, or sometimes I add in some beans or whatever, but that's pretty much the basic, the basis. And now I'm going to take my tortilla, put the meat on top. Pretty much that way. Throw it in the microwave for another 30 seconds so the tortilla gets a little warm as well. All right, I just cut my avocado. Now I'm using some avocado. You can either put it on top or next to it. And one more. Obviously, whether you use avocado and how much, whether you use, I usually go back and forth between chicken that is chopped, or that is, yeah, 93.7% ground beef. Depends on your calories and everything, whether you want to add rice or beans. Again, if you are not necessarily calorie restricted, throw them in. So that is that. Now I will add some rice. And yes, I like salt. Salt is good for you. Himalayan sea salt is the best. Nutritional yeast. Nutritional yeast, by the way, is the shit. You gotta put this stuff on everything. It is pretty much too good to be true. Has a ton of nutrients, B vitamins, some potassium, pretty much no calories, only fiber and protein. and tastes so good. So I'm very generous with it. Now I add my coconut aminos. And that stuff is too good to be true as well. Like honestly guys, coconut aminos and nutritional yeast, I put this stuff on everything. You don't need anything else. You don't need fancy dressings or whatever. All your food will taste good. So that's that. Actually, at this point, I'll probably transfer it over just because I like to load it up with vegetables. Okay, that way it's more filling and everything. And by the way, so I have the cream cheese here. I don't usually use that. Maybe sometimes I have some chicken. I just wanted to put it out there. This is organic light whipped cream cheese. Sometimes I don't know, actually not so much anymore, but I used to like put a little bit of like a little layer of cream cheese on there, maybe like 1 teaspoon or so, which has 30 calories. I'm not generally like, cream cheese isn't the best, but this is organic, light whipped, it has like 30 calories, 2 grams of fat. Well, and I'm of the opinion that if you're not dairy intolerant or sensitive, and it helps you eat a healthy meal and makes it taste a little better, gives it some creaminess, well, go for it. So I use that occasionally, maybe if I want some variety, but yeah, just having that on here. So now pretty much full as I can load it up or get away with. And then, so again, these don't fall apart so easily with the La Tortilla Factory ones. This is a little more difficult, but I have a lot of practice here. So take them, really wrap them tightly, tuck, 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 then stuff that in there at the bottom here, and stuff it in here. And I mean, yeah, I don't know if that's necessary. I just like it because I like to put in a ton of salad or coleslaw mix, and I don't want it to fall apart. I literally hate that. So I just started doing that occasionally. Now I pretty much do it every time. Now I have my wrap, and then I just open it. That stuff we can put in again. But yeah, that's it. That is your wrap. Takes literally 3 minutes, maybe 4. Now it took me a little longer with the explanation, but it's a solid meal. You have protein, you have vegetables, you have decent ingredients. It's, I'd say, pretty much like fairly low calorie, especially if you use some leaner beef or chicken, and you don't add rice or whatever. It's a great meal. Honestly, it tastes so good. I've been eating this straight daily, probably like on average 2 to 3, sometimes 4 of those wraps. Usually one meal for me are 2 wraps. Sometimes if I'm coming home from the gym, haven't been eating in a while, I'm super hungry, I'll have 3 of them, but usually I don't need more than that. And yeah, tastes pretty good. The only thing now you have to take care of is if you eat it, just make sure you don't bite off some aluminum foil here and there. That's not so great, so just make sure you peel it off. Not that this would have ever happened to me before, but just kidding. Yeah, it has. So yeah, pretty good, guys. That's it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below, if you've tried it, whatever. And if you have any questions. And yeah, Trader Joe's and those tortillas you find pretty much everywhere. Safeway, Nuggets, Molly Stones, a ton of stores carry them. Yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you all for watching, and see you next time.